Hello everyone, this is CJNovo992 and today we're back for another brand new video. It's been a wee while since I've actually said that, but today's video, not only are we finally, and The Rock says finally, back with a brand new video. Our team, Rangers, the champions, the undefeated league champions of last season, the current league leaders this season, has went ahead and finally signed that right winger we have been waiting and craving for since long before I was ever a grey mess. Our right winger is here, and by God, is a Graham Souness-esque magnificent. You know, son, it's actually been that long since I've done a video. I've nearly forgot how to actually do it. But you know, this fantastic news that was obviously announced, I was sitting going back and forth with my pals on WhatsApp, having a bit of a laugh, and I was like, you know what? I miss when I was able to sit here and do this with you. So I thought, you know what? Let's check the old camera back out. Let's get the stuff back up on the wall. Let's grab the quarantine cap of destiny and get back at it then, shall we? Because not only are we sitting here to react to the wonderful news that we've got Mr. Diallo on this 6 months loan deal. Not only are we here to welcome the latest signing, now let's go ahead and check under the old hood. Let's kick the old tyres and see exactly what we've brought to this football club. And the way we do that, ladies and gentlemen, is by doing it the way we've always done it, by starting off with the player profile / deal breakdown. Now let's start off with the obvious. Amad Diallo is a 5'8" right winger who is already an internationalist at the age. He's just 19, by the way, which is absolutely sensational. Now the deal itself is that 6 months loan deal. There's no option to buy or anything like that chucked in there, which shouldn't be a surprise to anyone when you look at all the moolah that Man United went ahead and splashed out on this wonderfully talented footballer. Almost at £40 million they spent on this bad boy, and I know a lot of that's based on other things and that, but they clearly believe that this laddie has a very bright future in the actual game, so nobody should be disheartened or anything like that, or looking at this saying, oh, it's crap, we can't keep him. Well, we're never ever going to be able to have an option to buy someone who's recently joined a football club for nearly £40 million. But more on that later, and we'll talk about that in more detail, because let's transition into why Man United went ahead and spent all that money on the laddie, and this is just the raw skill and ability, because obviously he's still a young lad, he's no the finished article or anything like that, but what you're getting right now is a player who possesses unbelievable amount of skill. I mean, I think if you look at our Rangers team, I think we've got 3 or 4 really technical players, and I would consider very high in the old skill charts. I'm talking about Ryan Kent, I'm talking about Glenn Kamara, I'm talking about Joe Rebo, and Diallo, in my opinion, not only joins that wonderful class, ladies and gentlemen, if he's able to show what he is capable of doing, and he showed glimpses of in his young career already, he may, just may, jump ahead of that pack, and that fact right there just gets the old plums plumping, because that is needed in this Rangers team. You've seen how stubborn it's been over the last couple of games. If you think about putting another very talented attacking player in there who's got the ability to beat people, send them to the shop, not even give them money, but tell them to bring them back, son, that is what you need if you want to break down these stubborn defences and turn maybe a disappointing draw at Audrey or anything like in to the old 3 points. But I don't think I really need to go into too much detail about how skillful he is. I'm sure social media right now is brimming with clips of his tricks and flips, ladies and gentlemen, because he is absolutely ridiculous. So I don't think I need to go into any more detail about that aspect of his game. But something that I want to mention is because, again, we've done these videos now over many years. We've looked at so many different players, and I've never ever looked at a player that has so unanimous praise, no matter what website I'm looking, no matter what scouting reports I'm looking. It doesn't matter where you go on the old web, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, I said web. It doesn't matter where you go, what you're seeing is praise, and that from a fan perspective is sensational to see, and is very rare, by the way. And the last thing that I want to mention regarding a player profile perspective is the skills, the quickness and everything is all absolutely sensational. I love how direct he is with the football. You pass it to him anywhere, he's going to try and beat his man and run towards the box. You very rarely see him ever turn and give the ball backwards, and I think that's exactly what we need in this Rangers side, especially as we move on going forward. But something that I really love about this lad is his unpredictability. So because it's not always just the one way, like he doesn't always just cut on the one side or anything like that. He's very reminiscent of Ryan Kent, and one of the reasons Ryan Kent is so damn dangerous whenever he gets the football is because he has that threat to run down the byline, or cut in on his other foot and whip the ball, and that's why he's always got defenders backing up. That's why defenders fall over, tear hamstrings just looking at that lad, and Diallo's got that as well because he's as equally good with his left as he is with his right. If you were to tell me or ask me a serious question, put me on a wee lie detector test and say which fit is he, I genuinely couldn't tell you. Because I want to stress one last little factor before we move on to the actual video. If this was 6 months ago, if this was in the summer, would this be a sensational signing? Absolutely, it still would be, but I don't think Diallo would have the potential impact he now has under Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, because if we go back to how we used to play under Gerrard and anything like that, I still think it would have been a good signing, but I didn't think we would have got the best out the lad, because he is a winger, gets it wide, beats people, cuts inside, has a shot, runs it wide, whips the ball, and that is his bread and butter. And now under the system that we've developed over the last couple of months under Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, this for me is a match made in heaven because it suits his game perfectly. Give him the ball out there against the fullback and just let the man run right in to the old frickin' box. And any moonhowlers that's actually tuning in trying to take digs at this young laddie, if you thought we got loads of penalties before, can you imagine now when we've got that skill and ability, not only at the left wing with Ryan Kent, not only through the middle with Joe Rebo, but now we've got Diallo on the right hand side. Oh my days! Roof's going to have 50 goals by the end of the season. That's if the young laddie doesn't want to step up and take them himself right enough, because he's certainly got the ability, because he's shown in his young career already he is very capable from the set piece range, especially free kicks in and around the box, which would normally be very, very exciting. But despite how good in that he is and how many goals he's scored from free kicks, I still don't think he'll get anywhere near it because of the way Tavernier and Barisic just kind of hoover up any free kicks. But you never know, ladies and gentlemen, a wee cheeky free kick may in the future for Diallo. But enough gushing over this man's talent, because we've already briefly mentioned his attacking threat, his willingness to go forward, and that unpredictability to being able to cut inside with his left foot or drive to the byline and whip it in with his right. Let's move away from the player profile and deal breakdown and transition into the old footballing CV and check what this man's done in his career so far. And as always, we'll start off with the current season, which I'll be honest with you, there's no lot to actually break down, because so far this season for Manchester United, he has only played once. He's only had one start for the first team, and that was in the Champions League versus Young Boys, where he went ahead and played 68 minutes at Old Trafford, and a United side that was quite heavily swapped, given a chance and an opportunity to a lot of people, and in the most part, in my opinion, Diallo showed what he was all about. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, so far this season as we find ourselves in January. That is all Diallo has mustered in the current campaign, which may bring some digs and some question marks or anything like that, but I do think you need to put it into perspective when you look at this young laddie. He's 19 years old. You look at the competition for places so far in the attacking areas for Manchester United. My voice is nearly away there because I'm laughing because I'm about to say Cristiano's freaking name. People, yeah, you've got Cristiano Ronaldo, you've got Cavani kind of taking the more central areas. I know Ronaldo's lined up a couple of times at the left wing, but that man doesn't track back. We all know this. But if you're looking at who's actually in the position where Diallo would be playing for Manchester United, you've got Jadon Sancho. What did they spend on him? £72 million. You've got Marcus Rashford, you've got Mason Greenwood, you've had Bruno Fernandes being played wide this season. I think you can cut the lad some slack when you look at the people that's currently playing for United right now. They're not bad. So let's take a step back then and look at this man's entire footballing CV, taking everything into consideration. At the age of 19 years old, he has played 115 matches, scoring a very impressive 46 goals and chipping in with 29 assists, which right there sounds unbelievable. But you've got to be fair, the large majority of these games, these goals and assists have came in youth games or reserve league games, whether that be over in Italy or in England. However, and there is a massive however here, ladies and gentlemen, if you actually look at what he's done when he's been given a chance, it is very, very impressive. And this is probably what the clickbait and all that's out there right now on the internet won't actually break down. Because if you narrow in his entire time at Manchester United, yes, he's only played 3 games in the Premier League, but if you actually look at what he's been able to do in those games, especially the 2 that he started, one of them versus Leicester City, ended up assisting in a 2-1 loss, but he was a bright spark all the way through that actual game. And in one of the last games that he actually played for Manchester United, in fact the last game that he's played so far in the old Premier League was a start versus Wolves when he went ahead and played 82 minutes in the game, and he was absolutely fantastic from the first whistle to the actual last. And that's kind of his story, because if you look at it, right, that's what he was able to do in the English top flight when he was given an opportunity. If you look at the Italian top flight in the Serie A, he played 4 times and grabbed a cheeky wee goal during that run as well. And that goes for the old international football as well, people, where he went ahead and made his international debut at just the age of 18 years old, which is absolutely terrifying to actually say. Man, I was sitting there making pros in FIFA at that age trying to get myself called up. This young lad, he went ahead and lived it, but during his international career for Ivory Coast, again, he's played 3 times and he has 1 goal. Which, if you contrast that with what some people are actually saying, because yes, I get the argument, we've signed a laddie that's not got a backdrop of 150 games and all this and blah blah blah, he's played this amount of football at this level or anything like that. I understand that argument, and I'm sure there will be some of that in the comment section below, but for me, what I see when I look at this laddie is every single time he's been given an opportunity to shine and make something happen in his young career, the laddie's went ahead and done it. Like, that's the cold hard facts, ladies and gentlemen. When he starts, he impacts freaking games, and that should be what we're taking away, and that is why I'm so damn excited, and that's why I wanted to come back and make this video and everything like that, because the more I think about it, the better it actually comes, because this is a laddie that's craving to get back playing football, who wants to be given an opportunity, because he's never had one so far in his short career, to be given a certain amount of games to go out there and actual play. He's chomping at the bit to show everyone what he's all about over a long period of time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, not only because of the injury to Hadji and Scott Wright playing himself out of mere minutes, this lad is coming up the road now with a 6 months opportunity to, in my opinion, play every single week, and that aspect right there for him must be exactly what he's wanting, to be able to play in this front of the crowd, show he can handle the pressure, needing to win every game, maybe getting some games in European football and everything like that as well. It's just tick 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 tick, and aye, that excites me, ladies and gentlemen, because he showed he's a game changer. And aye, that's it for the old competition for places, ladies and gentlemen. If he's able to bring what he's shown in his young career already up the road to the famous, the competition for places argument won't exist, in my freaking opinion. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Diallo's player profile, football and TV, and the competition for places wrapped up in a neat little bow. Now that I've painted a little bit of a picture of the latest signing, I've handed it over to you guys. I just want to see you down there in the comment section below, because not only have I missed you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to know your opinions on the latest signing. Are you happy? Are you mad? Are you sad? Are you glad? Let me know down there in the comment section below. And whilst you're hopefully going ahead and doing that down there in the comment section below, the last thing we'll obviously talk about is the 6 months with no loan, because I've seen a couple of wee things about it and some people's mentioned it to me. Is this the really type of thing we want to do, signing a laddie that's not going to be here next year, blah 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 blah? And for me, that is absolute madness. When you're given an opportunity to sign someone worth nearly £40 million for 6 months for buttons to go into a place in an area of the team that you are crying out for and desperately needing, you take that gift when it's given, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You bring them in, you put them in there, you give them an opportunity, you give them a canvas to paint that picture and remind everyone in world football what this laddie is all about, and you ride the type of attacking talent that we've now got in the Rangers team to 56. You give him 6 months to help us win a league title. He can win his first one, he can help us win Champions League football, and then he can go ahead and live his dream at Manchester United, and we can swim in that Champions League moolah. For me, this is an absolute no-brainer in my freaking opinion. But aye, with that being said, that's me officially done and dusted. It's been, what, 5-6 weeks since I last uploaded, and I do apologise about going away. I have missed you so damn much. I just had to look after myself, sort the old noggin, feel good about myself and that again, and that's a journey that I'm on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to promise I'm going to be back full-time making videos left, right and centre, but if I'm feeling the way I am, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm still feeling good and everything like that, I will be here to talk about Rangers things with you down there in the old comment section below. And aye, I'm going to be honest, I'm feeling good. You know what I mean? I'd say I'd look good and I'd say I've been hitting the gym, but I mean, I haven't. Let's look at it. But to be fair, I'm still working on my before picture. You know what I mean? You know how you get the before then after gym picture? Yeah, I'm still working on my before picture. There's a couple of kinks I want to work out and really add to that before I go ahead and lose it all and work on myself that way. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a joy to be back. I can't wait to get this posted and see your reaction. I'm buzzing about the latest signing. And as always, I've been sieging over into that has been Rocky Boy Johnson. In fact, I'll throw him up again. Throw the picture of Rocky Boy Johnson up there. We'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves, everyone. And honestly, everyone who's wrote to me and emailed me and everything like that and sent messages through people they know and everything like that, I cannot thank you guys enough. Again, the comment section in the last video is still a wee bit too hard for me to read in that because of my mindset and everything like that. But I've been told some very nice things and everything that's been said. So to everyone who took time and who was very, very nice in the previous comment section, thank you so much. And aye, I'm back. Take care of yourselves, all the best, and bye-bye.